Hi, I'm Kaylee, and today I'm going to tell you about some of my favorite YA fantasies. In case you didn't know, Books for MKs is a charity that donates books to missionary kids all over the world. If you want to donate to the kids, you can do so at gofundme.com. There's a link down in the description, and there's a button at the end of this video where you can donate to the kids. And believe me, coming up to Christmas, we need some donations so those kids can get some books for Christmas presents. Every donation, no matter how small, is very much appreciated. So go on over and donate. So before we get into the YA fantasy, I want to tell you about this great little Etsy shop that I found called Blanc Animals. And they sent me a little bookmark in exchange for a free and honest review. And it came in this cute little package, and look, it says Blanc on it. So this adorable package has some little animals on it. We're gonna open it up and see what they sent me. There's a little note in here. Oh, it's a choking hazard note. Oh, and a little note from the shop owner saying, thank you. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be so cute. Ah! It's a little elephant butt. Oh my God, it's an elephant butt. This is the best. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. It's so cute. And the paperclip part is shaped like the front of the elephant. Okay, so I want to try this, how it looks in a book. So I'm just gonna grab a book from somewhere. Okay, here we go. Daniel Deronda. Okay, let's try this. Okay. There's an elephant butt sticking out of it. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. I can't even stand how cute this is. Oh my, I'm just gonna say elephant butt, like 5 million times. Because that is the cutest bookmark I have ever seen in my life. I can't stop laughing. It's just so hilarious. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. So I am going to leave a link to the Etsy shop down below for Blanc Animals. I hope I'm saying that right. It's not Blank Animals, is it? I'm assuming it's Blanc. Blanc Animals. Maybe I'm saying that really wrong, I'm sorry. But there's gonna be a link down below, and there's a discount code specifically for my subscribers and followers. I'm gonna put that up on the screen here, and it's gonna be down in the description down below. So you can use that discount code and get you a little elephant butt. You can have your very own elephant butt. So follow those links down below, and you can get your own. So let's get straight into the YA fantasy. This is by no means a comprehensive list. I have tons of YA fantasy that I really, really love. I mean, you know me, I'm all about the fantasy. But these are just 5 that I've been thinking about lately that maybe I haven't read them lately. I haven't read them in years, but they're ones that always stick in my mind as, ooh, that one is definitely a favorite. So the first one is the New Policeman Trilogy by Kate Thompson. This is a story set in Ireland. It has to do with the Fae, and they kind of cross over into Tirnanog. I know I'm saying that so incredibly wrong, but it's like the land of the fairies, And of course, time runs differently in the land of the Fae, and so there's all of this mystery behind it, and magic, and ordinary people are having to go on adventures and everything. It's just really different from any other kind of book that I've ever read about the Fae. It's just steeped in myth and mysticism and all of that wonderful Irish magic. The next ones are the Kate and Cecilia books by Patricia C. Reed. These books are set in sort of Victorian England, but there's magic. So the ladies, Kate and Cecilia, are very prim and proper, but then they sort of get into some magical adventures and things go haywire. It's just lots of fun and complete hilariousness, and I adore Kate and Cecilia. All of them, all the time, adorable. The next one is an epic saga that I have talked about many times, The Books of Pellinore by Alison Croghan. This follows a young girl who discovers that she has magical abilities and that magic is in her past, and she is being trained as a bard, which is sort of like a wizard who uses music. So right away, you know I loved it because I'm a musician. So of course, I love books about bards who do music. Throughout the books, there is a lot of myth and magic and just big things happening. You know, it's very epic. There's a war and there's all this past, you know, that comes up to haunt them and everything. So it has this very large, like Lord of the Rings kind of feeling to it. Very epic stuff. Another favorite, of course, is the Howl's Moving Castle books by Diana Wynne Jones. I am so in love with Howl's Moving Castle. I am just so in love with it. These books kind of take the fairy tale tropes of like the third son or daughter is unlucky or is super lucky, or, you know, there's all sorts of little things like the seventh son of a seventh son, kind of fairy tale things that always pop up. And this takes those kind of fairy tale tropes and just flips them over. In this book, Sophie is cursed to look like an old woman, and she goes in search of the wizard Howl, kind of just hoping that she'll be able to make her way through life and maybe find a way to break her curse. And of course, there's evil witches and there's a war going on, and you know, there's all these politics and everybody wants Howl to fight on their side. And in the middle of it all is Sophie, and she's just trying to clean the house, people. It's adorable and hilarious and funny and beautiful and just, oh, so lovely. And the last one I'm going to talk about today is the Inkheart Trilogy by Cornelia Funk or Funke. I never know how to say it, but this is one of my favorite authors. In this book, Meggie discovers that she has the ability to read characters out of a book. If she's reading a book out loud, she can make those characters come to life. She basically pulls them out of the book world into her world. Or she can read things into the book world. And of course, that comes with some problems when she accidentally reads out a horrible villain. Or wait, is it her father that reads out the horrible villain? Her father reads out a horrible villain. And of course, adventure and craziness ensues, and there are a ton of beloved storybook characters, you know, like from Aladdin and Alice in Wonderland and all kinds of stuff. It's very imaginative and just incredibly interesting. However, by the time I got to the last book, Ink Death, I did not like the direction that the story took. I really love Inkheart, and if you just wanted to read just Inkheart, just the first book, and not continue on with the others, you could do that. You could just read Inkheart, and it has enough of a conclusion and an ending that would just be it. You could read it like a standalone. Or you can continue on and read the others, but I was a little bit disappointed in the last book of the trilogy, but it's still good. It's just not what I wanted it to be. And those are some of my very favorite YA fantasies. Of course, there are many other YA fantasies that I also love. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what is one of your favorite YA fantasies. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.